Hey, it's Danielle. Welcome to I'm Not Gonna Lie. We're coming at you this week with a guest from a local business around the corner from Keller Street. Amanda Del Bene is the creative director and co-founder of Herb Folk Community Medicine. They're an adorable shop in downtown Petaluma who are bringing holistic healthcare to town accessibly, affordably. They're empowering people to learn more about what it means to be holistic. They've got a clinic, and they do classes and workshops. And of course, they're locally sourcing herbs and extracts and tinctures and educating the buyers about what's important to meet their needs. It was really fun to talk to Amanda about all things health and wellness. Of course, it's kind of her wheelhouse, and it's something that a lot of us are very interested in. It seems nowadays, as we're building careers and families and communities, and sometimes we all think about what can we do for everybody else, and we forget to think about what can we do for ourselves. And I feel like it's something that's coming out into the forefront of people's minds lately. But of course, I love to be the evangelist to anybody who'll listen about the importance of taking care of yourself. It's that whole put your mask on before you put your kid's mask on theory. But it got me thinking, what is my version of self-care? I'm curious to hear about everybody else's version as well. But for me, lately, aside from the physical health and well-being, I'm doing all the things, the nutrition and the meditation and the morning routines and the hot baths and the hot teas. And, some days I don't manage to weave in self-care, but for the most part I do. But lately, self-care to me is more about learning and digging deep into stories and facts and theories. And I've been listening to a political podcast recently, and I'm not one to really get into the politics with people, mostly because I feel like I'm not super educated about it. And this has been an opportunity for me to listen to an episode, hear about a particular political issue or player or, something coming up and maybe in the new election cycle. And I'm, making notes and then digging deeper and reading more and feeling good. It feels empowering. It feels like I'm feeding my brain. And that's kind of another component of self-care for me. Like what's empowering me to feel like I can have conversations with these communities that I'm building and more about issues that are important to us. So it was a fun episode. As usual, our long and winding road really ended up to be a road with a lot of hard left turns and speed bumps, which is what we love, of course. So I'm grateful for the listeners to tune in, and I hope you enjoy my conversation with Amanda Del Bene. I feel like that's a metaphor for something that I don't understand. Also lived under a rock until about 5 years ago. So there's a lot of making up I have to
I got an idea.
Okay.
I'm going to play the music.
Okay, do it. Got a lot of making up to do.
So you want to hear all the music?
I want to hear it all. I love it.
Okay.
I feel like it gets everybody all pumped up to listen to us bullshit about nothing. Like maybe not all of it. Like you might be faded down.
Give it a little fade.
Hey, Phil.
Yes.
How are you, Philly?
I'm well.
Philly, I called you by using my Siri today.
My Siri name.
And it says Philly. What did I say it said? Phil Ybarrolaza or
I don't know.
something. Your name is Philly. And it also ties in with that picture that I took of the graffiti on the other building. That's Philly Phil, right? So you're Philly.
I'm Philly.
All right. Welcome back. How are you?
Good. I'm actually here all the time.
No, you're not.
No, but
Don't
I
lie.
mean here.
Here on the podcast.
In this.
Yes. I feel like your back is going to break with the way you're looking at that microphone and leaning sideways.
Who's here? Who's
happy
that?
things.
Who's that?
I'm getting to it.
Who's that?
I'm getting to it. Let me introduce you to Amanda. Amanda Del Bene. Thank you for coming.
Another Del Bene?
Yes, this is. I hesitate to say Dominic's wife because I don't look at like you are, right? You guys are married. However, you are more than Dominic's wife.
I do love
Excuse
being his
Phil,
wife,
yes, he
but
like
thank you.
as
Thanks,
he
Phil.
adjusts you over there.
Brings it up in
I'm
my
just
face.
going to turn you up.
Thank you coming. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
This is so fun.
Phil, Amanda works right around the corner from us. She and her partner Erin have just opened a new space called Herb Folk here in Petaluma.
Really?
We have. Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful.
Thank you for saying that.
You guys have
Thank
done a great
you.
job. And
Yeah.
you have to go on #HerbFolk on Instagram because
Okay.
she's the creative director and
I
she's
am.
freaking killing it.
Oh, you're so
No,
Can I be
I'm
here every
serious.
Friday? Is
Yes.
this a thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
actually, I do have a little bit of a woman crush on you.
Great.
I told
Back
Dominic.
at you. So Fridays, every day?
Friday,
Okay, great.
yes.
Is
Friday
it women
every day.
crush or
Is that, I don't know, is that what it's called?
I don't know. That's
Like, I have a
I would-
crush on Dominic's wife.
okay. I don't know. I don't know if girl crush is a thing so much as man crush.
Or bro crush.
Oh, I
or
don't know. I
Bro
think that-
man.
right?
I've never heard.
The age
that
of
Romance.
equality. So
Whatever. She's
Whatever.
awesome. Everything she does is beautiful. And I told Dominic today, he said something about you coming over. I'm like, I know she's coming at 3:00. I have such a crush on her. And he's like, I will fight you for her. It was-
Not Herbalife, right?
He's like, we could step
Herb
outside.
folk.
No, Herb Folk.
Herb folk medicine.
Community
Yep,
medicine.
Community medicine.
I know. I was kidding.
They
Herbalife.
have I love what you guys are doing. Not only
Thank you.
visually and creatively, but just the your idea of making
This
this.
is great.
Wait, what?
No, I'm googling it.
You're Googling. I take this Googling job seriously.
You do.
Very
That's an important
seriously.
task.
You're making it accessible to the community.
Yeah.
Which I think is
Yeah.
what's really important.
Thank you.
So no,
Thank you for saying that.
What can I? So
I think it's a little love fest over here.
I know I'm going to interrupt it though. What can I get over there?
All kinds of stuff.
Really?
Why don't you-
Yeah. So we are a
Sponsored
holistic-
by
Sponsored
No,
by
because it's
Herb
new.
Folk
I don't.
Community Medicine.
Yeah.
I don't know
no.
what's going on over there.
Yeah, we're a holistic and herbal clinic. We have an Eastern and a Western herbalist on staff. So you can walk in during regular shop hours, clinic hours, and you can get kind of an impromptu, informal consult from an herbalist. Walk in with whatever, anxiety, insomnia, you name it, and get a little informal consult. We have a bunch of beautiful bulk herbs. We're doing a lot of local sourcing, so everything's organic,
I know. Aren't we lucky?
right?
I know we do kind of live in that place where
Yeah.
we can get
Right.
away with
It's
that
kind of
kind
a sweet
stuff.
spot.
Well, and people appreciate it, so
Yeah.
it's accessible.
Totally.
right?
Totally. But yeah, lots of bulk herbs, Eastern and Western herbs, bulk teas, herbal blends, locally made tonics, tinctures. Like 90% of our shop is female owned products, which is pretty badass.
Was that by design?
It was by design.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Um, yeah.
You don't sell champagne over there, do you?
We don't. We don't.
Did you hear that laugh? I was like,
I loved it. It was good.
no, I sprung for bubbles today
I know,
because
thank you.
Amanda's here and that's her favorite thing. And it was an excuse for me to
Pink
do something
bubbles.
different. Yeah. So what are we drinking? This Phil
What
always
are
has
we
to tell
doing?
us
Oh,
about what
Glory
we're drinking.
Ferrera.
Yeah. I know. I sound like a sporting event right now. And I'm like naming off all of the sponsors. It's not really what
It's
we're
like
doing.
racing.
Yeah.
We should,
Or soccer.
We should get patches.
Oh my God. Did you watch the women's soccer?
I did not,
World-
but I did follow.
What?
I did. Yeah.
Megan Rapinoe. She's
Right.
Do you love her or hate
I'm not.
her?
I'm not watching any soccer until there's equal pay.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Look at you.
I
He's
know.
Look at
such a
you.
Go
liar.
girls.
Look
He's
at
such
you.
a liar.
You know what
He's such a
though?
liar.
How many titles have they won World Cup compared to the men?
5.
Not to mention viewership and draws and attendance and everything else. And
Well, and they got the president talking about him too.
Right.
So, I mean, for better or for
although
worse.
that doesn't. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good
That's an
thing.
accomplishment.
Great.
I watched. We
We should
actually
get
had
him
it
into the
here on our TV
folk.
in the back in the lounge.
Oh,
We
yeah, I
were
heard that.
watching it.
Mhm.
We watched the men's once, I think, and then I threw up with the women's games every time. We even had people coming who are not members, and I was calling people, "We're playing the World Cup game.
You gotta come
visit."
down.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
So, and it's that time of year. My son has started playing soccer again.
Right.
He's a badass. He's a little badass in
Is he?
soccer. Last year he was
could
a
see that.
dumbass in soccer. And now all the parents are like, "Oh,
Did you
he's
do any
so
camps?
good." Oh no. Oh, for him?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes, for him, not for you.
Any soccer
Soccer
camps for
camps,
you?
Danielle.
No,
yeah.
but actually, yes, I have a good camp story for him. He got his eye poked out this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like out?
No, not out.
That'd be
but
cool,
he
though.
was in a bouncy house at camp.
Eye patches are
And
in.
some little kids, like his fingernail tore his cornea.
Oh God.
Ow.
Yeah, we were in the emergency room and he was screaming bloody
Oh, my
murder
God.
and it was horrible, but he healed really quickly. So that's our summer camp story.
Okay.
Yay.
That's awful.
Yay. Amanda's got kiddos. She's got two of the most. Okay, can I just say how
What's the end of that
adorable
sentence?
your family is? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like her and Dominic, and then the Otto and Connor. Cooper. Fuck.
Yeah, whatever.
That's okay.
Sorry, Cooper.
His middle name's Conrad, so just pull it off. You're good.
All
It's
right.
fine.
See, look at her.
It's all good.
She's so
Doesn't
good. Look
matter.
at her tattoo.
Oh, nice.
Cooper.
Oh.
and
Cooper
Otto.
and Otto. Dang it. I'm sorry, Cooper. I totally flubbed up your name. I feel really bad. I'm going to lose sleep tonight.
Oh gosh. don't.
Cutest dudes ever. Like, honestly, you guys need to be on a magazine cover or something.
You're so sweet.
All of you. No, I'm serious.
Well, that's the next step to this, right? Is we're doing
Yes,
like
podcast
magazine spreads,
and then
right?
magazine spreads.
It seems
you
like
think?
a natural progression, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I gulp my wine.
That's
Dude,
okay.
Phil, what are you doing over there?
Oh, I was just going through my email.
Are you just Googling spreads we can be on? Is that what's happening?
No, this is
Oh.
personal stuff.
I'm going to beat you.
Oh,
First, you're late, and now you're doing your email?
first of all, yeah.
Yeah. All of that.
And real talk.
Okay, so speaking of magazines, yesterday I went to go shopping for a gift, for a birthday gift. And actually, I landed at Herb Folk and got the perfect
true.
gift for
For the kids?
No, for Becky, one of my assistants. Yeah, for the kids.
For Becky.
Yeah, today's her birthday. So happy birthday, Becky.
Yeah.
Shout out,
But
Becky.
I stopped in another store and I found that this store sells the Serial magazine. Have you ever seen this?
I have not.
It's so beautiful.
It's a good one.
It is so
gorgeous.
beautiful. And I've been looking all over Petaluma for a place that sells it. I found it. It's so beautiful. And there's this whole section in here on process. So this is a big thing for me because, like I'm like always, well, we're all always evolving, but
We are.
some of
You
us
and your optimizing.
optimizing. I'm optimizing. I'm processing. I'm changing. Like we're changing up the podcast a little bit, right? But anyway, I was kind of struck by this article, and I wanted to ask you guys a question. Okay,
All right.
and I'm going to let you go in any direction with this, and then I'm going to explain to you really where the question came from. But what color is your box? Can't even say it with a straight face.
Don't look at me.
What color is your box,
I'm
Phil?
the guy
How
with the fancy board.
How much champagne is there? Like, really?
I mean, you could go any direction with this.
This is going to sound
This-
bad. Is it green?
Is it green? My box is definitely not green. We don't want green
No.
boxes around
Oh.
here.
No.
No, this is actually, I was reading about this process and it was just, I was struck by the last sentence in this article. And she says, "This is my process of becoming,"
I love that.
which isn't that beautiful? And I thought it was appropriate to talk about with Amanda because in general,
I think
Amanda's
that was in some scary
world-
movies where the becoming means like they're turning into a monster.
No.
Well, in this case, it's the opposite, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's like self-evolution and
Right? We're all constantly evolving.
But Amanda and I are always kind of geeking out on wellness and in the bigger sense of the world, right?
Yeah.
Word. It's just, it's all around. It's not just herbs and tinctures and teas, but it's kind of wellness in the bigger sense of the word. And that's what this article was about. It was kind of more about self-care and self. Actually, she was really kind of trying to define who she was. And she kind of came to this conclusion that maybe she doesn't have to put herself in a box, a box. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not just a mother or just a career person or just a podcaster. And so why not define what your box looks like? And so having said that, if you were to define your box, color or otherwise,
Jeez.
how would that look?
Don't look at me.
You don't even have, I'm not even gonna put you in the
I'm not the guest here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's true.
I
ADB, what do you got?
thank you. ADB.
That
that's
just
me.
rolled off your tongue.
I know.
So easily.
Oh.
That's really
I would've
what it
had to
is,
think about
and that's
it.
so good. Thank
Okay.
you. No, I love
ADB.
that. That's what I go by. Thank you.
You do?
I do. I mean,
What
he's
happened to your maiden
DB
name?
and I'm ADB.
That's a thing on my street. We've talked about, some people
Really?
some people roll the maiden name, some people hyphenate or combo, and then other